Hello everybody, this is the Copahost.com podcast, episode 1. My name is Gustavo and today I'm willing to talk about web hosting services. Many people have domain names, so today I'm willing to approach about web hosting services on the internet and give you tips about how to choose the best web hosting services all over the web with a nice cost and great services and of course a great customer support. So first of all, you need a domain name. Yes, most of you may have already a domain name for old projects or maybe for your company website or something. Yes, so first of all, we have to talk about the domain name. Yes, domain name is your name in the internet. For instance, copahost.com is a domain name, or else gustavo.com is also a domain name. Yes, so first of all, to use a web hosting company, you need to attach your own domain name to that. Most of the companies nowadays offer some promotions, some reduced prices for you to register your own domain name. Yes, for you to have a domain on the internet, you have to register this. For instance, if your name is Gustavo, you can try to register gustavo.com or maybe gustavo.net. So there are many extensions available. What is an extension? An extension is the end of the domain name. For instance, .com, .net, .org, .biz. There are many extensions available nowadays. So first of all, you have to choose your domain name and register this. Okay. For you to reduce your payment, for you to pay less in a web hosting company, yes, we advise trying to register the domain name with the web hosting company. If you register your domain name together with the web hosting plan, most of the companies, just like Copahost, give offers. For instance, the first year of the domain registration is free. Yes, if you pay the hosting yearly, you get the first year of the domain registration for free. So this is the best way to start hosting your website. Okay, so now that we have already talked about the domain names, let's approach about the services. Yes. Many people doesn't know anything about HTML. What is HTML? HTML is the language used to create websites. Yes, like 10 or 15 years ago, people had to know about HTML in order to build a website. But nowadays, there are many website builder tools together and free with web hosting services that will make your life very easier. For instance, you can create your website using WordPress. WordPress have a great website builder called Elementor. Elementor is one of the most used builders nowadays and it's free. Yes, just one tip. To use Elementor, you have to get a great web hosting package because it's way heavy. The most economic web hosting packages normally won't do great with Elementor. Yes, but with an intermediate web hosting package, in Copahost.com we have the professional web hosting. So with this package, you can use the Elementor, which is a great tool to create a website using WordPress. WordPress nowadays is one of the most used CMS tools to build websites. There are many available templates, there are many available plugins for you to make a website with ease. Yes, you can choose either to choose a free theme in WordPress or else to build your website from scratch using Elementor, which is the plugin of WordPress. Yes, we'll publish in the future more episodes so that we can talk more about this plugin, this website builder. We can approach more that in the future. We can also suggest as another alternative, yes, you can, if you need to build an online store, you can use Magento. Copahost.com have pre-built Magento store, pre-configured one, so that you can just build your own store in a matter of minutes or a few hours, place your products and just start selling online. Yes, you can just charge using PayPal or other payment methods just like checkout.com, and this is a very complete online store system. So every web hosting services may come with some easy tools for to make your life easier to create your website. So we have first of all talked about Elementor. Now we are approaching the Magento CMS. Magento is a tool, a free application. It's one of the most used online store applications that allow you to create a great store with a very nice visual, a very nice view and theme. yes, so that you can just start selling in minutes. And it's really easy to use. So we can recommend you Magento. So you can just install Magento in the copahost.com web hosting just inside the Softaculous auto installer. So it's very easy. With a few clicks you can have your Magento installed and start building your online store. And also we can just suggest the Site Pro website builder. This is meant for those who don't want to use WordPress, and for those who don't want really and exactly a web store online. So you can just use the Site Pro website builder. It's also a free tool, inside the copahost.com packages, yes, and it allows you to create a complete website choosing from more than 100 pre-created themes. You just type the text and upload your logo and choose your visual and just edit the content in a matter of minutes. So it's very easy to use tool for those who want to create a website from scratch. So just reminding, we first talked about the Elementor, which is a WordPress plugin. Then we talked about Magento, which is a web store. And now we talked about Site Pro, which is the website builder available at copahost.com. So whenever approaching about web hosting services, we can give you some tips for that, so that you can choose the best company available. First of all, you have to look for the age of the company. First of all, we can suggest avoiding brand new companies. There are many newcomers, new companies that are just new in the market without any expertise. So we cannot suggest you avoiding them. We recommend hiring a company with at least 10 years in the market. This way you will get for sure experienced technicians, you will get a very safe and secure service, and a stable company without surprises. It's very common to find newcoming companies that just started this year or last year, for instance, and then such companies, unfortunately, they disappear from day to night. So the first tip is finding an aged company to host your website. So the second tip we will give is finding some company with expert technicians. You have to be expert in security. Security nowadays is a very important thing for you to keep track. WordPress is actually one of the most used CMS all over the web. Of course, it's a very safe tool, but at the same time, if the server isn't optimized accordingly, your WordPress will be just so vulnerable to malwares and attacks. It's very common, unfortunately, to find WordPress websites hosted in nearby companies being attacked. So in Copahost, we have a dedicated team, a security team, that every day applies the security patches in all the servers. So we know what happens to WordPress and we know how to secure the servers. By finding any web hosting company, we can advise you trying to find specialized technicians in security. So you may ask us, so is it risky to have a WordPress website? Well, not actually, not exactly. Yes, by hosting in a specialized web hosting company, they will keep track of the server, and they will keep all the security patches and measures updated daily so that your website is safe. The first advice we can give you by having a WordPress website is, first of all, keep it with the automatic updates. Updated often. It is very important to have your WordPress website safe and sound. So by default, all the WordPress installations at copahost.com will come with the automatic updates activated. This way you can just relax while your WordPress website is safe and sound with us. So the third tip we can give for you is choosing the best control panel. Every web hosting services comes together with a control panel. cPanel is one of the most used and famous control panels worldwide, but unfortunately in the last weeks and the last months, some security leaks were found in the cPanel. So as per our experience, yes, we can just suggest Direct Admin Control Panel, which is a great tool, just like cPanel is, of course, and it's a very safe control panel and complete. It have all the security items the cPanel have, all the configurations. It allows you to choose your PHP version to install automatically softwares. So with the direct admin control panel, you can make most of the activities you can do with cPanel. It's a very complete and great control panel. So in copperhost.com nowadays, you can just choose between the direct admin or the cPanel. That's up to you. There are other control panels just like Plesk or NSYNC or maybe others, yes, Helm. So they are very outdated and we just can't recommend them. If you browse the internet, you will see most of the recommendations for you to go or to cPanel or to the direct admin. We have many happy customers using the direct admin control panel so far. So this is our recommendation for you. So the fourth tip is not really a tip. We are going to talk a little bit about the market. For the last 10 years, the web hosting services market have changed a lot. This is the truth. 10 or 15 years ago, you would have to pay just like $10 or $12 for an affordable, a fair, a simple web hosting plan. Nowadays, you can have cheap web hosting plans for as low as €1 at copperhost.com or maybe other web hosting companies worldwide. So web hosting services are way cheaper today than it was in the past. So why this is possible? First of all, the hardware servers are more powerful nowadays. 15 years ago, one single server could host fewer websites than today. So today we have very powerful web servers that can host many websites, so with quality and speed guaranteed. The CPUs nowadays are very faster and more powerful and can handle more websites with the best performance possible for a few bucks. Another tip is using Cloud Linux. Cloud Linux is a cloud environment available in our web hosting servers, and Cloud Linux allows us to encapsulate every website so that one single website, if it gets attacked or maybe overloaded, just don't deny the access to others. So this is an easy and quick way for you to have a safe website always available with the best performance guaranteed. So cloud hosting is a very nice update to the web hosting industry on the last years. So the final tip I can give you is choosing a web hosting company that can offer you free SSL certificates, just like Copperhost do. Nowadays, you can have a free HTTPS server with your website, so a secure web server, for free at no extra cost. This is very important for Google and for secure transactions in your website. Nowadays, Google will rank better websites with an HTTPS server rather than standard sites with old HTTP servers. And that's true. An SSL certificate used to cost €100 like 10 years ago. Nowadays, you can get one for free at copperhost.com together with our web hosting services. So that's it. Thanks for listening. My name is Gustavo from copperhost.com. This was our first episode of our podcast talking about web hosting services. Thanks for listening. Cheers.